Trucker G here.
And Mrs. G. And Mook.
Just getting ready to get started here.
Just trying to get everything situated. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, which is amazing. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get this situated.
Head southwest on Gold Center Drive.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Definitely that rest yesterday has recharged me somewhat. Today with Julia says good morning.
Good
Nancy
morning,
says
man.
good morning. Todd says they're alive, LOL. Sherry said good morning. Megan says, good morning, my favorite people. Good morning. Lucinda said, good morning, everyone. Tony says, meeting done. Cindy said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Yeah, meeting's over. We're heading
Just-
that direction. I already know what's going on with the meeting. I was on phone calls before the meeting. Spent the morning on phone calls. Get out of here.
I'm trying to read comments, and I'm on the phone with our youngest daughter, Luke. She is heading to Springfield, and she gets a little bit of anxiety when she drives in Springfield, so just showing her some moral support. Bridget says, this morning sucks. I'm so disappointed in the convoy. Made an announcement in red on the site, and Brian didn't even know till he saw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We'll touch
I'm
base
gonna
on that. Let's
address
just
on that.
get on the big road first. Good morning, Yodas. Hey, baby. Heather said, good morning, G.
Have your stuff back there.
Yep. And G-Force. Good morning, Heather. And thank you for the star. Star salute. Are you doing star salute too? I think Yoda's doing star salute. Say star salute. Now
That's what I was doing this morning. I spent half the morning on the phone with Marcus. I spent half the morning on the phone with Brian. It wasn't handled the way it should have been handled. And I understand your frustration. I really do. At the end of the day, this is bigger than Trucker G. This is bigger than Brian Browsey.
Bigger than Marcus,
any one
everybody.
Of us. Any one of us. It's about the whole mission itself. It's not a popularity contest, guys. It's not a popularity contest. And I'll say it again, it's not a popularity contest.
it's not about an individual person. It is about we the people.
And as far as Brian goes, Brian went home. He had to make money. He had to take care of his family, and I respect him for the decision he made. As far as Marcus goes, he put that up on the website. Was it to be facetious or malicious? No, it wasn't made to be malicious. I actually gave him a little bit of a what for. Told him that he should have done a whole lot more explaining than what he put up there. He probably should have put it up there, or not probably about it. He should have put it up there with more
More of a
more of
statement.
an explanation on what it was. You know, but like I said, it was nothing malicious because I wasn't happy about it either.
Sandy said that is exactly what Brian said. Diana said, amen, G's.
I know a lot of people love Brian. I love Brian to death. Do we all butt heads sometimes? Yeah, we butt heads. We butt heads. Me and Brian butt heads constantly. From the start of this organizing of this convoy. Does it mean I love Brian any less? Absolutely not. Mean he loves me absolutely less? I hope not. I really don't think so. Otherwise, he wouldn't answer my call. The only reason why I got on the phone with him is because he was breaking up and I couldn't hear him very well.
Jeff said, why did Brian get let go or leave? Brian,
he didn't get let go.
This isn't a job. No one is let go. Everybody is an individual. Brian had, like G said, needed to be home and take care of his family. This isn't a job, guys. This isn't about just one person at all. It's about we the people. And we have to continue to remember that. We the people. Danny said, don't blame her. I don't like Springfield either. LOL.
Mary Lou says you were just on Joe's. Well, you must not be talking to me because I wasn't on Joe's stream. She's probably talking to somebody else.
It'll be okay.
She said something about you were just on Joe's stream trying to stir the pot. So I'm hoping you're not talking to me because I wasn't on Joe's stream.
Lloyd said, love conquers all. Broken
what it
Patriot said, good morning, everyone. You know, we don't all agree on everything that another person does, but does that mean that we are going to disassociate ourselves from them? Does that mean we're going to hate them? Does that mean we're going to break away from them and not support them in what they feel is right for them? No.
The one thing we can't agree on, all of us, is this mission, what we're here about. It's about freedom. It's about the government stopping their overreach on us.
Linda said, people try to make drama over everything. This is about freedom movement. Stay united.
That's right. That's exactly right. Very well said. Thank you.
Beverly said, haha, I thought there was hail on the hood and it's the clouds reflecting on it.
Somebody said, are you going to go on the mission today? No, I won't be going on the mission today. Apparently what I'll wind up doing today is opposite of what I expected I'd be doing today, is I'll be in meetings today, doing organizing today. It's a role that I backed out of to begin with because me and Brian butted heads. We'll just say it like it is. Me and Brian butted heads. Did we butt heads because we disagreed on what the mission was? Absolutely not. We both were focused on the same mission. Do I think that it was done exactly the way it should have been done? No. Just the way that I wanted it done the right way? Probably not. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about this mission, about what we're trying to accomplish to begin with. And I put my own personal beliefs, or not personal beliefs, should I say, my own feelings to the side because I felt I was a hindrance to what the mission was in the beginning. That's why I just followed along with what the organizers came up with.
Because we believe in the mission.
Because I believe in the mission that much. It's not about my feelings. It's not about me. And like I said, it's not about Brian. It's not about Mike. It's not about Marcus. It's not about any individual.
And that's what the problem is. People are focusing too much on individuality. You know, one individual person. This is we the people. And I will say it again. I'll say it till I lose my voice. It is we the people that need to stand up together and put our differences and difference of opinion aside and come together and unite.
Deborah says, I think the snarky comment should be taken off the main page. There's no need to put out a statement like that. Well, believe me, I've done expressed by.
Is that how you feel, Yoda?
I've done express my feelings on that and then some. So, and I don't think it was meant to be snarky. I just think it was a very broad statement, is what I think it was. So people could read into it whatever they want to read into it, and that's what they have to be careful with. Is stop putting broad statements out to where people can read into what they want. Do I feel it was snarky? No. When you read it, do you feel it was snarky? Apparently you do. And that's the problem with a broad statement. You can read into it what
You
you
can
want to read
interpret
into
it exactly many different ways. And I'm laughing because my daughter's being smarty pants on the other line saying fight the power, and my grandson's in the back seat with her, in the back seat of her car, saying fight the power, fight the power.
I'm not here to say that things were done right or things were done wrong. Heck, it's wasn't done the way I would have done it.
But
That's what I'm here to say.
Ron said, you know, guys, I can see my reflection. Vicky said, I agree. It should be removed or reworded.
And I agree with that.
Barbie
and
said,
that was my comment this morning.
Hey, Barbie. Barbie said, hi, geez, lunchtime again. Love you. Love you too, sweetheart.
Santa did the meeting this morning, and I spoke with Santa, and I thought he did a very, very, very good job in explaining. And that meeting will be put up on my page here in a little bit. Ashley had to go place flowers on her grandmother's grave this morning and go see her grandmother. And she's in the process, when she gets herself situated, that she will be putting it up on my page and also on my channel for all you to see that didn't see it.
Okay. And Mook said once she gets done taking Yoda to the doctor, she will help out as well. And again, I want to thank everybody for going and showing X-Ray some love last night on his new channel. It sounds like he has uploaded some more things for you guys to see, which is really awesome. And we're excited for X-Ray's journey on social media.
Guys, Brian's not going anywhere. Brian's still all about the fight.
If you guys had listened to Brian's live, he says it himself coming out of his mouth. He is still about the movements. I mean, how much more plain and simple can it's pretty cut and dry. Brian it doesn't matter about all the other stuff. It matters that what he believes in and what he is doing. Sally said, I can't find X-Ray's channel. It is X-Ray Vision. Brenda said, X-Ray was great. He is so kind. He is. He's a sweetheart. Thank you, KG. Crystal said, Mr. and Mrs. G, we appreciate y'all helping X-Ray on getting him set up to vlog. Who is X-Ray? X-Ray has been with us since the beginning. He has helped out in any way, shape, or form that he possibly can.
Heck, even me and X-Ray have butted heads.
Yes. But you know what? We talked as adults, and we squashed it. It's over. It's done with. And, you know, X-Ray's a good person. Jennifer said, Mrs. G is right. But to fly says, agree. Vicky Bell, agree. It should be removed or reworded. Broken Patriot said, I wish I had half of X-Ray's energy. Me too.
Oh, gosh.
Me too.
I think X-Ray needs a little Ritalin sometimes. And you can tell I said that.
Mook said he's like the little Energizer buddy.
Yes, he is.
Janine said, where did Brian do his live? On his Brian Brazzi official page. When I watched it, it was like it had 3 hours had already passed since he had uploaded it. Yeah.
Love Brian to death. Ain't nothing changed. Do we butt heads? Absolutely we butt heads.
But you know what?
But that's what I love about
because
Brian.
We're individuals.
He's passionate and he speaks from the heart. But then I've noticed that about
Lots of
just
people.
about everybody here. They're passionate and they speak from the heart. Are we all going to agree on everything? Absolutely not.
And if we did,
if everybody was the same, this would be a boring world.
It would be a very blah. If everybody thought the same way and felt the same way, you know, we're all individuals. But at the end of the day, our individuality is what makes us who we are. Does that mean us being an individual and having differences of opinion should stop us from coming together and uniting? No way. It should bring us together for the movement, for one common goal.
I mean, we spoke about quite a bit. We spoke about the state pages. We both agreed, and that don't happen very often. Me and Brian agreeing that a lot of egos got in the way. And I'm not gonna name anyone's name. I'm gonna just tell you that a lot of egos got in the way.
And our daughter just said it right now on the phone. She said not to mention that all the BS should be put to the side and focus on the bigger picture. She said, I did say BS, Dad, not the actual word.
Yeah.
just to make that clear. Lisa, Christine Warren, read the original press release on the website. It's about ending the state, of emergency, which grants the government too many powers. Doug said, if everyone were the same, this is socialism/communism.
Yeah.
Kevin said, we are all brothers and sisters in this big family. And we are. And like any other family, we have our differences. But again, that doesn't make us stop loving one person because they have a difference of opinion than us. Because we're all in it for the same common goal.
I mean, a lot of you guys have seen me talk. I don't know how many times. You've seen Mike talk. I don't know how many times. We see Marcus talk. To me, Marcus is drier than a popcorn fart.
I think Marcus just gets nervous.
And he does, but he's a good guy. And he means well, but when he puts out statements like that, he's got to understand that that's a broad statement and that you need to be more clear and concise.
Cindy Torres says, I agree 100% with Brian. Do not follow a man, follow God and your heart.
Exactly right.
There you go, guys.
This ain't about Brian. This ain't
about
me.
us.
It ain't about any one of us. It's about us as a whole, as a country, as a nation.
That's right.
Heck, us as humans, because this isn't just this nation, this is global.
Because if we stop furthering their division, the government's division, we all unite, our eyes are wide open, and then we will, that's what the government fears, is the people uniting and coming together as a whole. Kentucky Redneck said, me and Trucker have had disagreements. I want to boot trolls and he don't. So we came to an agreement. I can boot one a week. Susan said, I agree with you guys, G. This is too important. And it is too important. It is way too important for our children, our grandchildren, and the future generations to come. We cannot let this division continue to divide us, or new division that is brought up start dividing us again. You got to throw all that to the side and focus on the main goal. Estrogen Acres said, am I hearing this correctly? The People's Convoy will become a 501c3.
Did I go the wrong way?
Hold on, guys.
No, it's right here.
She's trying to figure out if we're in the right place or not.
I don't deal with none of the whole money stuff, guys. I don't deal with none of that, to be honest with you. So that's a question for Mike or Brian or Chris, to be honest with you.
DC Dreamer said, no one piece of the pie is the same, but without each piece, the pie is incomplete. And you're correct. Oh, I'm not looking forward to driving down over there. Already looks soupy.
At the end of the day, I care about the whole mission. I don't care about none of the fun. I don't care about none of it.
Sean got out. said Jasmine Marie says she's suing y'all in a civil lawsuit.
Is she?
Apparently, I have no idea.
What am I being sued for?
Oh, that's why Sean got out.
Yeah.
He had to throw chains to get out of the mud mess.
Are you telling me I shouldn't go in the soup bowl?
Well, I'm telling you, don't go in there. I had stories all out coming out of there.
It's not bad up here, is it?
Oh, up here is good.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I'll
then
park up here.
When them folks get up here and get ready to go, then it's time.
Gotcha.
A little problem with one of your people this morning.
Did you?
He ain't one of your people.
Good.
But you know it's not the picture when I come back.
Good.
Fucking guy that's parked next to me, long fucking gray hair, making every woman out here feel uncomfortable, hitting on every fucking woman. I ain't going with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I'm live, so I'm going to get away from the
oh,
cussing.
great. You should have told me that.
I'm always live.
Love you.
Love you too, brother.
Love you, Sean.
I'll be back in about 4 days.
Okay. Tony said yes, she was on Joe's page this morning. Oh, bless her heart.
Okay.
James said Jasmine Marie said it on Joe's feed.
Okay. I'd love to know what I'm being sued for.
At this point, I don't care. Nathan said, say goodbye to $100 truck wash.
I know, huh?
Well, good thing we haven't washed it in a while. Beverly said, every little thing is going to be all right. God is in control.
Yes. We're on Polo.
We have faith, guys. Mookie will be all right.
Said it from the beginning, and I'll say it again. I'm not following nobody. I'm here with the People's Convoy, but am I following anybody in the People's Convoy? Absolutely not. I didn't follow Brian. I don't follow Mike. I don't follow nobody. I follow my heart. You have a good one.
Bro, we'll be back.
I see the buses parked up here, so that's probably what we should probably park over here where it's dry.
I think we're gonna.
I have rubber boots in the sidewalks for you. You probably ought to put those on so that you don't end up a muddy old mess. And I've got my rubber boots as well. No. Are you wearing your rubber boots, Yoda? Oh, that's right. Lily said it was supposed to be nice and warm today there. Get down.
Lori, you're right. Santa's speech this morning was much needed. He said what needed to be heard. Actually, that's another gentleman that I was on the phone with this morning.
TJ3.
Kathleen said, G can pretend he's on the track again. Kristen said, how long will you be in California? That's kind of what we're coming to these meetings for. They told me to push you down in the mud.
Oh.
That's what Rex did. The people have spoken.
Moochie, come on.
The people have spoken. They want you in the mud.
Come on. Go, buddy. What's your...
June, it is the same X-ray.
What's wrong, buddy?
She goes, is this the same people, the same X-ray people had problems with? I'm confused.
X-ray has... You know, people put up walls sometimes to keep other people out because they've been hurt and they've been burned in the past. And I think it's really hard for us all to let them walls down and to trust people. And,
This whole trip, me and X-ray never had a time to actually sit down and talk. And I think he sees a whole lot more clearly where my heart lies, and I see a whole lot more clearly where his heart lies. He's very passionate about what he does. Is it always the right answer? No, but do I always have the right answer? Absolutely not.
He said, uh-oh. Go. He said, go get it. Mom just wants to get you to the doctor and back again, buddy.
Penelope said it would appear that the People's Convoy page have removed the announcements about Brian and replaced it with the morning meeting video, which is good. That's the way it should have been done. It should have been done that way. There was no misconceptions. Is that a pond in front of me? No, it sure doesn't look like it, doesn't it? Evil is trying to divide us. And you're right, and that's exactly what it boils down to. We all have options, and they are not always the same. Last night was fun from what I saw. Yeah, we had a good time.
Did she transfer off my headset? I still have her. What's up with that? That was weird. What, baby? Yeah, it was weird. I have my phone in my pocket, and I went outside to get my rubber boots, and all of a sudden, it just went dead. That's why I thought maybe it got disconnected.
Yeah, she didn't have enough of what it takes to tell us why. The G's... Oh, I'm Jasmine Marie.
You're pretty sure you made it?
Transparency, and obviously she doesn't have a clue what that even means. All I did was try to help the lady.
Hearts. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go then. All right, I love you too. All right, love you, bye. Mook has made it to her destination. Whew, you want your rubber boots?
Yeah, probably might not be a bad idea.
Okay, we'll take those sneakers off and
I'll need long socks. If I'm gonna put boots on, otherwise I'll have to leave my tennis shoes on.
Give me a minute. Watch him.
Shoot, I was trying to read the message and it kicked me off my own page again.
Kicked you out of the live stream. Oh, TT. Excuse me. Oh.
He said Brian has a video explaining on his page. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. Forgive and go on. Can we all just get along already?
There you go.
Like I said, guys, it's not about me. It's not about Brian. It's not about Mike. It's not about any one of us. And if anybody thinks it is about one of us, or think it's a popularity contest, then maybe you're not in it for the right reasons. Maybe that person isn't in it for the right reasons. If I think it's about a popularity contest, maybe I'm not in it for the right reasons. I'm here to tell you right now, it's not about popularity. If Trucker G went away tomorrow and this world was free, I'd do it now in a split second. What is these, honey?
Which pair do you want?
Something thin. You got me some winter socks.
Well, you said you want long socks, and this is what I got for long
you got me
Here.
wool socks.
Here. Those ones better?
No, not really. I'll do the wool, I reckon.
Okay, well, you got two choices. The thinner ones or the real thick ones. Here, these are probably thinner.
How about I try doing it with short socks?
These are thinner. No, because you're going to be complaining. I'm going to have to walk back up here. Hand me the ones I just handed the first pair, and I'll put those away.
Some people's kids, I tell you.
I'm going to use these socks to read next.
Valerie, you're right. It's about all of us. Somebody said, please tell me what 501c, about the 501c. I don't know nothing about the 501c, guys. I can understand why they probably would be doing it, but I mean, as far as legal aspects and stuff, I have no idea nothing about none of that. It's not what I'm here for. They said, gee, get your own freaking socks. My problem is I don't know where my own socks are. That's why she has to get them.
He couldn't get dressed by himself. I'm telling you.
That was one of the deals when she come onto the truck. She come onto the truck with me, is she can organize the truck any way she wants to, but she has to get all my stuff because I know where nothing is.
Yo, don't let him fool you. He's spoiled rotten, and it is my mama's fault.
But I used to know where everything was.
Yeah, when he was on the truck by himself.
No idea where anything is anymore.
He did used to know where everything was. It was thrown here, there, and everywhere. That's where it was.
But I know where it was.
But you know, we learn from our parents, and I watched my mom, and my mom always had my dad's clothes out and always made sure supper was ready, and spoiled my dad. And that's what I do with G.
We're old-fashioned, and that's just how we are.
What our daughters do with their husbands. It's just the way we are. Whew. Let me go grab your
Turn
rubber
us around
boots.
so we can see your pretty faces.
Okay.
Mrs. G's running in and out, so you ain't gonna see much of anything.
There we go. Now that I got a hot flash going, all you see is the mic in your face. Hold on, let me go grab your rubber boots.
No socks for Christmas. For you, be careful.
No socks for you. Yeah, you're gonna probably want to take.
They say yes, but allows government oversight. Yeah, like I said, that stuff's way over my head. I know a lot of people want to donate, but they want the tax deduction too. So, heck, I don't know nothing about that, guys. I'm not even going to pretend I know.
All right, I'm going to go grab your rubber boots. Give me your tennis shoes, please, and thank you. What'd you do with your socks, your short socks?
Right here.
Hand them to me so they go in your shoes.
There you go.
And they're not thrown this way and that way, and then we'll be looking for short socks when we change out of our rubber boots. Oh, for the love of goodness. I'm ready to give him a long time.
Cindy says, gee, I razz you because I love you. My husband can't find a fork.
He used to call me at work when I was at work, and he'd be home with the kids. Where's such and such pan? I want to cook it.
You make it sound like I was a stay-at-home dad.
I said,
not that there's something wrong with it.
No, when you was home is what I... Just be quiet.
Shanna says, I wish I had someone to find all my stuff. Can I borrow Mrs. G?
Here's... Which gimbal do you want? Just
Patricia says, listen to Grey Wolf last night. I believe there is more to this story that they don't want to say or at liberty to talk about. I don't know what Grey Wolf said. Sometimes I don't know if Grey Wolf knows what he said.
Okay, this is a gimbal that we don't need to have batteries for.
Yeah, toe socks freaking me out.
Toe socks. Okay, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
No, I didn't
This
listen
one we
to you.
don't have to have batteries for.
No.
And we can tripod it anywhere, so that was the one we'll use today. Let me go grab your rubber boots. I'll be back.
Cynthia says, thank God I always miss the drama. I wish I could miss the drama. Yeah, Teresa, I don't know if we're staying until Tuesday at this point or not. I'm not saying we are. I'm not saying we're not at this point. We're going to have some meetings this morning and get that all figured out. I'd love to be going with these guys right now, but apparently I can't.
Gosh, you guys, have so much for my truck.
No, the meeting this morning is amongst the organizers. Is what the meeting is this morning, and that's where I will be. And no, it won't be live streamed.
Chi-Chi.
Luann said this is about staying united. The government wants us divided.
You're right.
To start a war. Yeah, exactly.
You're right. And they're getting it because we are already too hung up on this, that, and the other.
Mr. G, if I recall, there are short rubber boots that are made to slip over tennis shoes. Thank you for the stars, Terry.
Oh, that's neat. Star salute. That would come in handy. Okay, we're gonna... I would have probably tucked your pants in, but that's just me, so they don't get all muddy.
They don't tuck in these kind of boots very well.
Okay.
I guess I can. Shut up. Go home.
You go home. You don't listen.
I'm going to put you in the corner.
Fine, put me in the corner and give me the day off.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
See? He don't listen. Because they worked just perfectly fine to tuck into the boots.
Don't be laughing at me now, Sandra.
I would laugh and laugh, a big old belly laugh at him. Because he's so stubborn.
Brian was a big part of the People's Convoy, but we don't know what God's plan is for Brian now. Yes, Brian is a very big part of the People's Convoy.
What is that? Do you hear that?
This is vibrating.
Oh, your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what is that? I hear humming.
Susan says, makes me sad. He was a vital part of the convoy. I fear lots will not be following now. Well, if they're not going to follow because Brian isn't here, then maybe they don't believe in the mission to begin with.
Right reason to begin with.
Maybe they don't believe in the freedom that we were here for to begin with. If people don't follow because I ain't here, they ain't here for the right reason. If they ain't here because Mike ain't here, maybe it wasn't for the right reason.
I mean...
And that's what it boils down to. It's not about me. It's not about him. It's not about Mike. Not about any one of us. It's about all of us as a nation, as a world. And if you can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. God bless you. I hope things work out for you.
The thing is, this movement was started because of we the people. This movement is for we the people. And this isn't for individuals. And like G said, if you were following because Brian is a part of it, or if you're following because we're a part of it, or some other person is a part of it, you should be following because of our children, our grandchildren, and the future generations to come. That should be what you have your eye on, the prize. What is going to be left for the future generations after we're gone? If the government continues to overreach the way they're doing, that is what the fight is about. It's not because we're here. What? Your phone is going nuts.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put that on the tripod?
But no, we're going to kick back for a couple seconds. Santa's grabbing something to eat.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Watch it, mama. Watch it, mamas. Put my stuff in my pockets already. Let's open that back up and go back to...
Sue says, say it loud.
Ooh, fat girl. Oh, I'll try to get the comments open back up.
Jackie says they've been following for the last month and Brian hasn't been there. Brian only showed up once a month for the rally.
Watch
Miss
me.
Brian.
Oh, That's fine.
Even though Brian was the one talking, Brian didn't run this from the beginning by himself, guys, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. This ain't the Brian Browsey show. This ain't the Trucker G show. It ain't the Mike Landis show. I'll say it over again. It's all of us together making decisions. Do I think every decision made was the right decision? Absolutely not. Do I think every decision made was a wrong decision? Absolutely not. Or, you know, did I say it right?
Yeah, you said
okay,
it right.
you were smiling, so.
I'm smiling because the People's Convoy. The
It's about the
People's
people.
Convoy. Not the Brian Brozzi convoy. Not the Trucker G convoy. Not the Marcus Trunk convoy. Not the Mike convoy. The people. Now my deal's not pulling up. Stinker. Hey.
I don't agree with changing this to a nonprofit, but just my opinion. But changes whole look on Convoy, who are the organizers who made this decision, will change the look of this house, not to be about the people. So you want it to be a for-profit? I don't know.
I guess
I don't understand how that works. That's a little over my head.
That's way above my head. All I know is that, you know what, when I feel down and defeated, like the other day or the other evening when they voted on that bill, I remember why I'm here.
It says, why would y'all leave before Tuesday when that is when they're supposed to vote? This is not a legit site above imposter Trucker G.
What is, did they bump it?
People's Convoy t-shirts order here.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy, this is a good one. Somebody says Trucker G, and it's got my actual picture. And it says Kathy Peterson, People's Convoy t-shirts order from here. Yeah, that's
if they're dropping a specific link to an individual comment as a reply,
Trucker G.
That is not the case.
I just blocked Trucker G.
Because you guys have seen throughout the whole process, throughout the whole journey.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Robin.
That if it's something that we have, our admin will pin it to the bottom. We will pin it to the bottom of the feed, or it will be posted on our pages or our channel.
Okay.
But thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Got squirreled is what it was. Let's go back to Kathy's comment before I got squirreled. Said, why would y'all leave before Tuesday when that is when they were supposed to vote? I didn't say we were leaving, Kathy. I didn't say we were. I didn't say we weren't. I said we're going to have meetings here in a little bit to figure out what our next plan is. Is all I said.
And I can't get my YouTube comments.
But that's a valid point. She goes, the fake page responded to my question. I promise it wasn't me. Love the real G's. No, I understand. I'm glad it responded to your comment because I would have never seen it.
Larry said, from one trucker to another. Thank you. Well,
thank you, Larry.
We appreciate your guys' support. And you know, a lot of the truckers that are out there and they're working to provide for their families, give us their full support. And we understand that they can't be here because they have to take care of their families.
And thank you for the stars.
Star salute.
Judy said the people who who donate can deduct on taxes. Good, but downside is government having control over what can say. Yeah, I don't even know if that's what's happening. To be honest with you, like I said, I don't deal with none of that. That's. Heck, you'd even tell me you had the camera facing at me. I'm sitting here smoking, and I don't like kids seeing me smoke.
Oh, I pointed it at you when you said someone said they wanted to see us. I can't get my YouTube comments to pull up.
We just said the same thing, Mr. G. I know you don't like this phone on you when you're smoking, so turn the phone. Thank you, Debbie.
Sorry, honey.
I just actually looked up and seen it and noticed it before I read your comment, but thank you so much.
I cannot get YouTube
It's not like I'm trying to hide the fact that I do smoke, but
bad habits.
I don't like that I smoke. I don't think it's right that I smoke. I'm not making excuses that I smoke, but I don't want children to see that I'm smoking and thinking it's cool and them to do the exact same thing.
I can't get YouTube comments to pull up. What is
YouTube's
wrong?
not pulling up?
No, it's not pulling up. Maybe I'll just have to do
No,
you're
no,
on
no. The
Facebook.
government doesn't have control over 501. Yeah, like I said,
Your channel. Rolling with the G's. Your channel. Oh, now my volume's up. There we go. There we go. The tablet's being ornery with me today. It does not want to.
All right, let's go over this.
Let me see the comments.
Cindy said, Brian's daughter is having a hard time dealing not having her brother. She's grieving hard and needs her daddy. Him being with her right now is more important than the convoy. And
right.
I'm going to agree with that.
Right.
Becky says
Wholeheartedly agree
exactly
with
his
that.
right where it needs to be. Yes?
That's right.
Katie says that has to be rough for anyone. Prayers for Brian and his whole family.
Beth says my like button throws off sparks of color. It never used to do that.
And then we got a Trucker G scammer, that same one. I think I pressed block again. It says Brenda Taylor, go away, troll. No, Brenda Taylor is just letting me know that there is a scammer, Tammy. So thank you, Brenda.
Ray said, I checked out your merch site and I was completely surprised you have shirts for the fat people. Hardly anyone has shirts for fat people.
Guys, yeah, leave Brenda alone. Brenda was just letting me know that there is a scammer, because that's what I asked everybody to do, is to tag me and let me know there's a scammer and we know where to get rid of it.
Yes.
So that's a misunderstanding.
Angie
Tammy
said,
Ferris, she was reporting a scam. Okay,
there you
Brenda's,
go.
Katie Mass, she wasn't talking about the real Trucker G. Oh, that's what I was wondering. Okay, gotcha.
Angie says, at Trucker G and Mrs. G, you all have big hearts and you both will help anyone. Love you guys. We love you guys.
I try to.
Chip says, with a 501c3, the People's Convoy will need to file an IRS 990 form. All that does is show where the money went. People are against that and still complain they want full transparency.
How you?
See, I don't know the logistics of a 501c3, so thank you for educating us on that. Texas lady said, the family lost a brother, son. Brian needs to be where he is needed most, home with family. And you're correct.
Charlotte says, I like the Trucker G new Facebook. Thought I had already liked Trucker G page, but I guess I didn't. Well, last night's video or the post you put up about X-Ray, there was likes on it, and so I went on there and I invited some people. So if you get an invite, that probably is for me, for saying come like the Trucker G page. Because what Facebook is doing is it's knocking people off the page. So I hit the invite button.
Shannon said, yes, love my 3X shirt. Well, awesome. Christy,
what is that on your right fender? Oh, that's where the
this thing right here.
What you call it? The air intake.
The air intake is right there. What was that? That made a weird noise. Christine said, everyone is just in shock and needs to process things. As long as strong leadership steps up and brings the people together, that's what counts.
Yes.
Yes. Whew. Roxy said, my advice is if you don't like how the People's Convoy is run, then start your own movement.
Lori says, did Ripta leave? Haven't seen him for a few days. Hope he is okay. Ripta's taking a little bit of a break. He didn't leave, and I spoke with Ripta, what was yesterday?
Yesterday.
And Ripta's doing exactly what he should be doing right now.
Lisa said,
a little bit.
Lisa said, what's X-Ray's channel? I missed it last night.
X-Ray Vision.
There you go. Texas lady said, I did order some shirts. LOL. Awesome. Dawn said, most churches are 501c3.
Everyone is trying to sell Trucker G items. Why? He should be working, Jackie said. Judy says they have money, otherwise they couldn't afford 2 nights in a hotel. Judy, you got a problem with me staying in a hotel? Just say you got a problem with me staying in a hotel. I bet you enjoy your bed at home just fine.
Loretta said, remember, Brian said himself, God, family, and country. Speak from the heart. Carl said family always comes first. And you're right, family does always come first.
And as far as the shirts go, the shirts were up there 2.5 years ago before this convoy was ever even thought of, because people kept asking me for shirts. Because what it started off with is I had a bunch of shirts made when I started my page, and I gave all my shirts away. I gave a lot of shirts away.
Yeah.
And then I kept having people asking me, how can we get a Trucker G shirt?
And we didn't have shirts.
I didn't have any more to give. And I couldn't afford to keep buying, just give thousands of shirts away because I don't make that much money. So what I did is I started a Trucker G Teespring and let them know, well, if you want one, you can get one here that I'm not having any more made. It started at that. Well, during this convoy, I had a bunch of people asking about shirts, and they said we should have this shirt or we should have that shirt, and Ashley just ran with it, and I just let Ashley run with it. So she's made shirts that people have asked for. If people want to buy the shirts, great. If you don't want to buy the shirts,
That's fine too,
great.
y'all.
And matter of fact, the only one that I actually had her make up was that canvas yesterday, because I thought that canvas was cool, and it wasn't for you guys to buy. It was actually for me to have a canvas, and it was because I wanted one for personally. I want one for my house.
Texas lady said, how you use your money is your business. The shirts are expensive. Great idea to do the store. Robin said, why is what you do or are doing anyone's business? Because everyone wants to make it their business.
Rhonda says, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. Love y'all. Thank you, Rhonda. But I feel I do, because people have given money and helped us to keep doing what we do. And I feel like I owe them an explanation. That's what makes me feel really bad, is because I've gone through life not having, with that same feeling. I don't owe you a dang thing. And what I do is my business, and I've lived my life that way. But then now that people have helped me, I feel like I owe them, even though I probably don't. I feel like I do.
Psychopop says, everyone has their own beliefs. Me, I totally agree with Brian, and he has a family to support. Let him be. And that's right.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing bad about Brian.
No, I think they're talking to the people in the comments.
Brian's doing what Brian needs to do, and I 100% support what Brian's doing, being with his family.
GEO's Truth says, I own a 501c3. If you don't take government grants, the government doesn't dictate your business.
Amy says, I want shirts but want to order from you guys. You can find that on the Trucker G store. You can just Google or
yeah, you
Trucker
actually
G.
Googled it today, and you just Google
I just said Trucker G store. And
Trucker G store, and it pulled it up. Oh, Tabby said, I have 3 shirts and love them. Love you guys. We love you guys.
Kelly said, oh my God, leave them alone about the hotel crap. Katie says, right. I don't understand people. Why can't they enjoy something nice? If people donate, then it's in the hands of those who received it on how they use it. If people give to a hospital, they have no idea what or how it's spent, and now they are corrupt. But the G's are fighting for our freedom, and people can't be happy for them. Shaking my head.
Terry says, OMG, leave the G's alone. No one forces you to watch this page. They are open and transparent, and I love my Star Salute shirts. Well, I'm glad you like your shirts, hon. Rita said, my mom said, when you give money as a gift, it is theirs to do as they wish. Excellent advice.
Valor says, I really feel we are over the bowl because of all the bickering. And you're gonna have bickering.
No matter what you do. Yeah, it's par for the course.
Timothy says, if we decide to give to the people, I got to see why it's in. I don't see why it's anybody's business. Exactly, Timothy. Thank you, brother.
Your phone is having a conniption fit. It's vibrating the whole dash. Janine says, I think the People's Convoy is the only one that should be transparent with money. As far as the single drivers, what you give or donate to them is a gift. Get over it.
It's just my personal feelings. You know, I feel like I should have to explain, and I probably shouldn't. But this is just how I was raised and my personal moral beliefs.
Carl said, what's bad is people don't know about Brian and talk smack that Ford driver doesn't even know who Brian is.
I didn't know who was talking smack about him.
I didn't either until Carl's comment.
Will Mike be back? What happened? Mike just went to go run a load. And yeah, he'll be back.
Shannon said, those of us who want to donate will. We know they use it for good. I'm glad they get a motel once in a while and they share with others. People need to stop. Don't watch if you don't want to.
You guys got to remember, usually we'd have gone home in this amount of time. We haven't really been home. We went home, what, 3 days? Or was it 4 days?
I think it was 4 days.
4 days. While we were home, we were actually just doing nothing but running, trying to get things done that we needed to get done, and it didn't even happen. We didn't even get close to anywhere near close to what we needed to get done.
You know, trying to make sure that we spent time with our family too.
That didn't happen for me at all. Mrs. G got to spend some time with the kids, and I was dealing with convoy stuff.
And I was yanking him by the ear, saying, "Come on!"
So I mean, we really haven't got to spend time with my grandchildren. And usually we'd go home and I'd be able to get to spend time with the grandkids, or Mrs. G would actually have time to take care of the dogs and get them their baths and stuff. So it's nice to get these motels because TT enjoys her bath.
Oh my goodness, I gave them to a bath. Not last night, but the first night we were in the hotel, and oh, they needed it. TT's all bright and white again, and Mooch is all nice and clean too. Washed their collars, washed their leashes, washed their towels I used. They were dirty puppies. I have been known to, though, if it's a nice warm day outside, get water at the truck stop and give them a bath outside, and they absolutely love that as well. Carl said that Ford streamer was on this morning talking about Brian, and then he said he didn't even know him. Well, then maybe he should have reached out to Brian.
I don't know what anybody else is doing on streams, guys. I can't control what other people are doing on streams. If you don't like what they say on the stream, stop following them.
Freebird said,
it's that simple.
Work is picking up again for everyone lately. I've been missing a lot of the convoy because of work, too. We understand
I'll tell you right
that,
now,
guys.
I looked at some of the...
That truck has mud all over it.
I looked at some of the rates coming out of California right now, and rates are horrible. I don't know how anybody's making a living, to be honest with you.
PW Green, thank you for the super chat, hun. Super chat, clap.
Thank you so much.
Rosie said, I take my dogs to the car wash when they roll in horse poo.
Carol, thank you for the star, sweetheart.
Star salute. I think, you know, a lot of the truck stops have dog parks now. I think it would be nice if a lot of the truck stops also had dog washes. RP said, what is needed most? Join the convoy for a few days or a cash donation to the convoy. Can only do one.
Lori says, I watched Brian's live. It has nothing to do with him taking care of family. It has to do with the People's Convoy turning this into a non-profit 501c. Stop saying this was his decision. You have bowed to the government and have to follow the rules. I talked to Brian this morning. He didn't say a word to me about it, to be honest with you.
Tennessee 116 said, good morning to Mr. and Mrs. G. Missed the live stream last night. Watched this morning. I have a different opinion on X-Ray until I watched. He is a very passionate man about freedoms. My hat is off. And see, I think like G said, we hadn't actually got to sit down and actually spend some good one-on-one time with X-Ray, and you know, for him to get to know us more and for us to get to know him more. And there was a point we butted heads, but you know what, X-Ray is a good person.
Jason says they did Brian bad. He hadn't resigned. They put it out before he even made up his mind. He said so himself on his live this morning. That man started this movement, and the people came out in thousands because he inspired them. He was the front man when it was huge and going strong. I just don't agree with how they did it. He says he hadn't made up his mind, but he wanted to come back.
But he also says
he wanted to come back, let work also now look. I don't understand what the last sentence meant. But as far as Brian starting this, no, Brian did not start this. This was started by 28 different people. Most of the people you've never even seen or heard from. Brian did not start this. Mike did not start this. Trucker G did not start this. We started this as a whole.
As a group, yeah.
Brian just happened to be the one that was on camera, was on the media. Brian didn't run things, it was ran as a group. A lot of what has gone on and a lot that goes on, you guys never see and probably will never see. Trucker G, your daughter says, so get your grandson.
He must be being a turkey at the doctor's
I mean,
office.
just like that comment there. This isn't the Brian Brazzi show. This isn't the Trucker G show. It's not the Mike Landis show. And if you're here for a popularity contest, you're here for the wrong reasons.
I want to read this comment. Tony said, "We the people started it."
Yes. There you go. I like that.
We the people, because I can't say everyone, I cannot say that. Individuals are stuck on one person. It is we the people.
Deanna says, are Chris Young and Marcus married? Just wondering.
No.
They'd have killed each other by now. So is there a BOD for the convoy? I don't know what a BOD is.
Shannon said, "See how when you get to meet people, things change. X-Ray has a lot to watch for. How did I watch the same video of Brian and she got so different meaning? Brian was the voice and no hard feelings."
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched like half of it, but I got the similar message as you did, you know. I don't know.
Kathy says, I can't imagine organizing so many people that are so passionate about what is going on and keeping them all going in the one direction. And that's just it. We're truck drivers that started this.
You can't get truck drivers to agree that the sky is blue.
And that's the biggest reason I backed out, because I knew I was a hindrance, because me and Brian, we butted heads, and he'll tell you just the same as I tell you.
Yes.
We butted heads from day one, and we're both
They're both
very
bullheaded.
headstrong and
Yes.
both very passionate. I just had the foresight to say, you know what? I'm making this harder than it needs to be, guys, and I'm going to back out. Does that mean that I backed out? No, absolutely not. I was still in on all the chats. I still got phone calls from Brian and Mike.
But we knew that, you know, in
But
the
I
long
learned to
run,
keep my mouth shut a little more once I backed out.
we needed to be here because that's what our heart told us. We needed to be here and we needed to be involved in this. And it doesn't, not as an organizing factor or anything like that, but because of our children, our grandchildren, and the future generations to come.
Monica said he was hurt by the post and hadn't decided to resign.
But also, if you listen to Brian's live, he did say that in moments of frustration, he did say he resigned. So we could sit here and debate this and read between the lines and everything like that. You know what? We love Brian. And Psychopop, thank you for the super chat. Super chat, clap.
Chris says Brian even said that he might even come back and run with them when they come back east. I think he will. I was going to say I hope he does, but no, I think he will.
Audiophile said, a lot of misunderstanding about Ripta 33. Many don't know a lot about him. He's a solid guy. I'd love to see a sit down with him and Felicia like you done with others.
Yeah, we need to get with
Ripta and Felicia.
A G's After Dark with Ripta and we can just say bye, Felicia.
We're not going to say bye,
That's
Felicia.
all I'm going to say to her.
I'm going to say hi, Felicia.
I'm just going to say bye, Felicia.
And thank you for the super chat, Audiophile.
I love them too.
Excuse me. Luis said, Brian said nothing different than he said on stage. Stay true to his word. Or stay true to his words. Janice said, Jersey J is leaving Monday to meet you all in California. He had a video on it. Okay then. I don't know. I don't watch Jersey J. DC Dreamer said, we have a fold out doggy pool would be a great idea for dog baths at the truck stop. Folds up into a pretty small package. I'm going to have to look into that because I think that would be great. At home, I have one of those blue plastic kiddie pools that during the summer, I take them outside and I put them in that, and or just fill it up with water and let them play in it as well. Because TT and Mooch really like water. Christine says, suggestions. Has the cook staff ever gotten a night off? Maybe the truckers should cook for them one night, give them a deserved break. Gypsy has been hard at it, and so has Jennifer and everyone else that is involved with making meals and everything like that.
Wade wants to see your face, Nana and Jeepa. Where are you? I can't see you.
Oh, hold on, Yodas. Let Nana get the camera.
Hi,
hey,
baby.
Yodas! I love you, baby.
Hey, baby.
He's so cute. He tells Jeepa, he says, go sleepy, go sleepy. I said go to sleep. Our little Yodas. Ooh. Glenda said maybe a mobile dog grooming can join the convoy, support small businesses. Anthony said, if he comes to California, I'm leaving. Bruce says, do you have any idea what route you are taking when you head back east? We do not know. Raven said, I wish my dogs liked water. It takes 3 of us to give her a bath. Yeah, I remember them days. Because Nuck and Lila did not like getting into the tub. Nuck would load into the tub, but then once he got in there, he was always trying to jump back out. TT and Mooch, as soon as you turn the water on and they hear it hitting the bathtub, they're in the tub. It doesn't matter if you're running a bath for you or for them.
Okay. Mandy says, you just made his day. Now for the rest of the day, I get to hear, go to sleepy.
Sleepy. It's no more fight the power.
Barbara says, it sounds like you organizers just got too exhausted and things got out of hand. It's a new day, so hopefully you will get back on track again. God bless you all. You all are doing a good job. And that has a lot to do with it. Santa's stepping up. Santa's going to become one of the organizers. And I think that's a great deal because Santa's got a very level head, and
yes,
I love that man to death.
Yes, he does.
He knows what this mission's about. He's passionate about this mission, just as passionate as anybody I've ever seen, and I think he's going to bring a new, fresh outlook and a new life to this mission.
New set of eyes, and that's what we need. And you know what? When I see Santa, I just want to pinch his little cheeks. Dr. Pepper Drinker said, if you go near Vegas, I might come see if I can meet the famous G's and the rest of the convoy. That would be awesome. Chip said, Ripta is fine. Julie, he's doing his own thing for the time being. Yeah.
Cindy says, okay, G, since Brian isn't there, it's your job to yell, remember, they work for us. Because you do it loud and clear like Brian did. And then she bumped it.
That's funny. Santa, Joyce said Santa has a great heart. He does.
He's a good man.
Yes, he is.
Cindy says, Santa's a good-looking man.
Oh.
I wasn't going to go there.
Kim said Santa was awesome at the meeting this morning. Clear, level-headed, and spoke from the heart. And he's always like that.
Patty says Santa's meeting, this speech this morning was so good. And yeah, it was very good. We actually, like I said, we spoke before that meeting. And
where'd you go in?
I think me and Santa will be doing a whole lot more.
We probably better get down there. It's 10:54. What up, X-Ray?
We're going to go to that address you gave me.
X-Ray vision.
Be helpful before we leave.
I may or may not be able to make that happen.
My man. He's the other one who's worst.
You guys be safe.
Hey.
Thanks for everything.
Don't be trying to jump out of
And
the
I may or may not have given X-Ray that address. So don't blame me, guys.
Hey, what time? There goes Bryant.
He's got somebody else.
Awesome. I'm glad.
I'm glad he's not by himself.
It's 10:55.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off here, guys, and we're gonna go to this meeting, and we'll be back after a while.
We'll be back.
Love you guys.
All right, love y'all. Bye. Let's see, and it's circle.
I'm sitting here trying to end it